The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Now Jones. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 49
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete to open things up.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. It's complete. Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, this has been a quick-strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. The punter, Kaiser, now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Lucy.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll go on the ground. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the cornerback position.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, that's tough right there. Asking your quarterback to get you 2.
And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Bo Scarborough taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Hank.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Watch him now, Barney. Hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give the tackle to Tease Tabor that time.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
A little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up, right?
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Bortles. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards, as they'll get it to 2nd and 10. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Hey. Green 80.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Escapes the sack. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, it takes a little too long to develop. You got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Gone!
They'll look to throw here. Able to get away. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. On 4th down, it's Drew Kaiser to kick for the Chargers. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Landry now on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll set them back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Bortles. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set! Green, 39!
Right back to him on 1st down. Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Bortles going to throw. Going back to Lander. This time he's got him complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. Bortles now on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Space to run past the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
Here we go.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
55's my guy, 55.
Now Bortles. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was trying to force it into his receiver Landry, and it's 2nd down. Now Bortles. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Bortles. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. He finds Aguilar over the middle. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll
find out. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Bortles to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Bortles now on first down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Last week in that wild card win, only one catch, and now he's got his first catch here, and it's good for a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Bortles. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Got a man, it's complete. Williams. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Hey, we got 4 down, 4 down. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. By buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And now out come the Bills. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
38 yards on the scamper there.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Bortles now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Bortles. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Bortles. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, let's go. Trips left, trips left. I got you, son. I got you. Spread right, 72. Bang! 372. Bang, bang.
Bortles to throw once more. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Hank.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return. stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless and without speech.
319. 319.
It's Scarborough again. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Lucky 56.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. They've got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 87 yards. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
On first down, Bortles. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. but for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Here's Landry. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here we go.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Green 80. Green 80.
Here's a give to Fournette. break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on